Hello everybody and welcome to another Vintage Fans and More how-to installation video. Today we're installing the Super Janet from Atlas Fan Company, a division of Matthews. I have the 60-inch model, but the installation process is the same for both the 52-inch and the 42-inch as well. As always with Matthews and Atlas products, installation is pretty straightforward. There are always one or two unique design elements that make these fans a little bit different to assemble, but there's nothing too overwhelming or difficult, so let's move into the installation. Before you begin, turn off power at the breaker or fuse. Open the box. If you're using a sharp instrument, do not slice too deeply into the box as there are components and paperwork directly underneath. As always, I like to remove everything from the box so that I can make sure nothing is damaged and that all parts are accounted for. Note that the blades are packaged separately with some Atlas products. Locate the motor assembly, canopy, ball and downrod assembly, and canopy bottom cover. Begin by removing the metal plate and coupling cover or upper housing from the motor assembly by removing the 6 screws. Retain these screws nearby as they will be replaced later on in the assembly. Unbundle the wires if you haven't already, then remove the plate entirely from the motor and wiring. Repeat for the cover. Keep these parts nearby as they will go back into place shortly. Loosen the set screw on the side of the ball and remove the ball and cross pin from the downrod. Retain those parts nearby. Remove the hitch pin and lock pin from the downrod coupler. Loosen the 2 set screws in the side of the coupler enough so that the downrod can be inserted. Bundle the loose ends of the wiring and safety cable together and insert them through the downrod. Pull all excess through and allow the downrod to slide into the downrod coupler. Align the holes in the downrod with the holes in the coupler and insert the locking pin. Replace the hitch pin onto the locking pin. Lift up slightly on the downrod and evenly tighten both set screws. Bundle the loose ends of the wires together and replace the coupling cover, followed by the metal plate, lining up the notches in each with the tabs in the coupler. Replace and fully tighten the 6 screws. Insert the wires through the bottom decorative side of the canopy bottom cover and lay it down onto the top of the motor. Repeat the same process for the canopy, allowing it to rest down on top of the motor. Insert the wires through the bottom rounded side of the ball and lower it onto the downrod. Replace the crosspin, raise the ball, and retighten the set screw. Make sure the pin is aligned in the recess in the ball. To keep my fans in like-new condition, I opt not to cut the lead wires, but now is the time to do so if you would prefer to. This sample prop is to demonstrate. Bundle the wires together and trim them evenly. Leave approximately 8 to 12 inches or even a little bit more extending out the top of the downrod. Restrip the ends and then you're ready to proceed. We will now move to the ceiling. If you have an extra wire for separate light control, cap it and tuck it up into the box as we will not be using it for this installation. Locate the mounting bracket. Secure the mounting bracket to your electrical box or building structure with appropriate screws. Ceiling fans should only be mounted to electrical boxes visibly marked as being suitable for ceiling fan support. If in doubt of your electrical infrastructure, contact a qualified electrician. Due to the design of this mounting bracket, I was not able to use the usual 1032 size screws that should be used for ceiling fans. I have encountered this with a couple of manufacturers. This fan doesn't weigh very much, so I wasn't concerned about using the smaller 832 screws, but for a more permanent installation, you should have your electrical box switched out with one that will work if your mounting bracket does not fit on the existing box. Check to ensure the bracket is secure and then push the wiring out of the way in anticipation of hanging the fan. Loosen one of the screws on the bottom of the mounting bracket a few turns and completely remove the other. It does not matter which screw you loosen or remove. Lift the entire motor assembly into the mounting bracket, making sure the screw in the bracket engages with the notch in the ball. Make all wiring connections. 2 greens, one from the fan and one from the mounting bracket, should connect with ground from your building, typically green or bare copper. White from the fan should connect with neutral at the ceiling, typically white. Black from the fan should connect with hot at the ceiling, typically black or red. Please note that I am not using the safety cable for my installation. If you wish to do so, you can follow those instructions from the manual. Tuck the wiring connections up into the electrical box, then bundle all excess wire and safety cable, tucking it into the mounting bracket. Raise the canopy and insert the remaining screw on the mounting bracket into the keyhole slot. Insert the second screw, then tighten both until the canopy sits snug against the ceiling. Raise the canopy cover, align the screws with the keyhole slots in the cover, then rotate to engage. Locate all 3 blades, the 3 corresponding blade medallions, and the blade screws. Align the holes in the blades with the holes in the arms of the hub. You may have to press down gently to engage them. Align a blade medallion, then insert the 3 screws and tighten securely. Repeat for all blades. Locate the light mounting plate, LED light kit, and light trim ring, or quote-unquote glass shade as the manual indicates. Loosen and completely remove one of the 3 screws on the mounting ring on the bottom of the fan. Loosen the remaining 2 screws about halfway. It does not matter which screw you choose to remove. Pass the wiring through the center hole of the mounting plate and lift the mounting plate up onto the 2 screws and engage the key slots. Reinsert the 3rd screw and tighten all securely. Loosen and remove the 2 screws from the bottom of the mounting plate. Plug the connector from the light kit into the connector from the motor. Raise the light kit and line up the holes with those in the mounting plate. Reinsert the 2 screws and tighten securely. Ensure that no wires have been pinched and do not over-tighten the screws. Raise the trim ring, aligning the keyhole slots in the ring with the screws on the light kit. Rotate to engage. This completes installation at the ceiling. If you're opting to use the handheld control, locate it now. The handheld and wall controls can be used in conjunction with one another. Also locate one of the included batteries. Remove the battery compartment door, insert the battery as indicated, then replace the compartment door. You can use the optional cradle to mount the remote in any location. If you are opting to use the in-wall control, locate it now. Again, both the handheld and wall controls can be operated either together or individually. Also locate another included battery. At the wall box, if you have an extra wire for separate light control, cap it and tuck it into the box, as we will not be using it for this installation. Connect the green ground from the control to ground at the wall, typically green or bare copper. Connect the black control supply wire to hot at the wall, typically black. Connect the remaining black control wire to the switch leg that travels up to the fan, typically black or red. Tuck all wiring into the box, then fasten the control with the included screws. Ensure that no wiring is being pinched. Remove the front panel of the control by gently pulling outward. Install the battery as indicated, then replace the front panel of the control by gently pushing it back into place. Install the included wall plate or any decorative plate of your choice to finish off the control installation. Restore power to the circuit. Your fan should be factory paired to the controls and ready to operate. After restoring power, the fan is ready to use and enjoy. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to let me know by liking this video or maybe leave a comment below. If you haven't already seen my review for the Super Janet, it will be linked on the end screen. Make sure to click that and head over to see it. Hit subscribe and turn on your notifications before you leave. As always, thank you all for watching today, and I will see you next time. Click left to see my product review for the Super Janet, or click right for my entire Matthews playlist.